Rizzo at the service, what he says about everybody saying, that's just dirty, he's just high. I mean, I think even to this day, some of us have those conversations. Oh, he's just doing this, she's just doing that, but his line about don't ever take it as a joke, because the Most High will show you how dead-ass serious that can be.
So Russell Tyrone Jones was a pioneer in the world of music and one of New York's immortal sons. We've added a day in his honor to New York's calendar, and tonight we celebrate his immortal legacy. And to ensure that the life of Old Dirty Bastard is celebrated each year on his birthday for generations to come, and I'm thrilled to celebrate with all of you tonight.
We are at a screening of the documentary A Tale of Two Dirties here at the Crown Hill Theater in Brooklyn. And what makes this special is that one of our facilitators, Master Moderator Rasul Jelani, has been asked to host a panel after the film to discuss mental health in the community, with Sadiq Anderson Bey as a panelist for his expertise as a licensed social worker and therapist. This being community, we started to find the connections in the room pretty quickly.
I used to teach one of your brother a lot.
Oh, he's
Islam. How the sister doing?
And it was good seeing Sadiq catch up with Dawood. With a friendship of close to 35 years, it was great to see them reflect on our work and where it has brought us this evening.
Social worker. Just knowing you as well and knowing how much you love this brother's music and art. What's it like sitting in a panel talking about mental health, under the guise of a documentary about the life of ODB?
It's beyond my wildest dreams, to be honest. I listened to his music and fell in love with his music. I said, because he was rhyming about a lot of stuff that was going on in my head, and that which I didn't feel brave enough to tell. But also to be able to be on this panel and be able to contribute back to our people. I really want to work with young people that remind me of myself. I want to be able to, help those who may feel isolated or separated from society to really realize that, it's okay. What you're going through doesn't necessarily have to define you. And so I feel like this particular profession allowed me to tap into all the skills and knowledge and experience I gained over the years. This is an opportunity for me to give my thanks to the spirit and legacy of Unique A Song.
I also want to thank the Hip Hop Education Center, BK Arts Council, Crown Hill Theater.
He talked to us about what Crown Hill Theater is and why it was important to do this event tonight.
Well, Crown Hill represents a full entertainment complex where it allows the opportunity for us in the community. I mean, we go way back. So we've seen the different artists that pass through the area. And there are very few spaces like this left. So the idea that we have a space that we can all see our visions and our ideas be brought to life was important when we started putting the whole thing together.
And how important is mental health for the community like Crown Heights, like Bed-Stuy, like Central Park?
Well, it's very important because right now we have a program upstairs with some young adults between 18 and 24. And then, on a daily basis, you're hearing the challenges as they try to navigate life. But, right now, there's a sensitivity to understanding. Sometimes when you don't understand somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong or something bad. It just means that you need to have a little bit more compassion and try to understand.
So the youth that are working, helping you tonight, actually are from the community.
Yes,
Nice.
Yeah, definitely. So they're learning, film editing, audio engineering, all of that kind of stuff. But the challenge is not so much when they're here. It's when they go home. There's a lot of opportunity for talented people in the neighborhood that really still have not even realized this is here yet. You know what I mean? So how do we bridge the gap where somehow we get these things, but it's not just about money, it's about giving people space and time to create. My man. Listen, we gotta do more of this. We got to.
I'm moderator for this evening. It is Rasul Jelani, Executive Director of Brooklyn Arts Council and co-founder of Men at Work Healing.
And I want to hear from y'all too. What was it like watching your father and hearing that story, probably hearing some things for the first time? What did that feel like?
Like I felt how everybody felt
in a documentary, and it hit hard. Me, I don't cry, so I just kind of looked like.
Why was that important to tell that story?
I mean, to me, you gotta show all facets of a person if you're gonna truly document them. If you're gonna tell their story, tell everything. Because that's what forms the complete picture of the person.
You know, Old Dirty Bastard was the first person to ask me to be a manager. This defined me for the next 3 decades of my life. All of these things inform the person that I am, and all of it runs through the thread of everything that I do in my life.
I always say this. Unique A song, his music transformed my life. He made it really possible for me to be okay with being different and essential. You know what I mean? As a clinical social worker, I try to make sure that our people aren't priced out of healthcare. I think it's important to make sure that our people get access to affordable and quality healthcare for people that look like them.
And that we can actually come back full circle and walk away with an awareness around mental health in our communities and the normalization around mental health, but also an awareness so we can have these conversations back at home.
There was so much that we didn't know.
Absolutely.
There was language that we didn't have.
Absolutely.
I think there were so many things that happened back in the day across the spectrum of behavior, of dysfunction, of mental illness, of substance abuse. I just didn't know. I was completely ignorant to it. He was like, Sophie, go get me a this, go get me a that. I got it for him. There's no question that I did. I wasn't thinking about the deeply deleterious impact that would have on his health, on his physical health, and on his mental health. I didn't know better.
And one note for anyone that's a 5% here, the father, Clarence 13X, father-in-law, was also sent to a mental institution. Right? He was also sent to a mental institution because a black man walking around New York City saying the black man and God gotta be crazy. We are fashioning our tools as we sail this boat right now. And we have to upgrade our lessons. We have to upgrade our consciousness. If you have been quoting the same lesson for 25 years, 30 years, and have not changed, you're not living mathematics.
Hey.
And I stand on that.
To be able to assist and uplift fallen humanity, or as they say in the nation of God's earth, to teach the babies. This is an opportunity for me to give back and to come full circle, and also to give my thanks to the spirit and legacy of Unique A Song for putting out some incredible music and just being himself and making it okay for me to be me.
Or that's peace.